Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello,
Hey.
hello.
Okay, so 1 second. Let me just check my. Can you hear Can you hear me or no? Are you able to hear me, or is my mic not coming through?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I was thinking about Fox Dittos, and I was like, yeah, like it's a very complicated matchup. There's a lot of depth to it. So I think that let's maybe take a look at who's probably like the best Fox Dittoer, like arguably the best Fox Dittoer in the world, who just got like winners.
Yeah.
He made it to winners finals basically off his Fox Ditto skills at just this weekend at Gommel. So I'm thinking this guy is like, if we're struggling in the Fox Ditto, this guy is Soonsay is absolutely a great pick to watch. Sounds like you agree. So here's my question for you. Gommel was this weekend. We can take a look at him versus Moki there, or take a look and see if there's any other Foxes he fought there. Alternatively, we can watch him versus Cody, although that one was Cody kind of choked the third game, I think. And then yeah. So given our options, what do you think makes sense in terms of what you'd like to watch?
Well, I think Moki, from what I've seen, he plays in a very like kind of specific way where it's not as, I wouldn't imagine that it would be as applicable to, foxes of the caliber like above me or around my level.
So maybe something like of him versus like Preeminent or versus Cody, something like that. Okay, cool, because we have those to choose from Battle of BC6. So why don't we start with Preeminent, because Preeminent I think is pretty textbook, and then we can kind of like evolve out from there. Yeah, because I think that Soonsay, I think that Soonsay does a lot of things. Like, I've talked with Miles about his style before, and there's a lot of things that he does that I really like. And he's aware that I like these things. So let's I'm always impressed with like how his Fox feels very anti-meta in a way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it feels like he's not as good versus like the J-Mooks and Zanes as like Cody and Moki, but like he's also like better versus at the mirror. Like, he feels like his playstyle is like designed to murder Fox. So
it's not necessarily, but like in the same way that, like, for example, an Armada Fox was meant to just destroy Puff and Fox. It's just a well-oiled machine.
So let's take a look at this. I think who's who. So
Preeminent is a white.
Okay, cool. So Soonsay, what's he up to start? It's all very like, so with how he gets this initial opening, like, is there anything like worth really like talking about like how he opens the matchup? Like, he gets that drill, he gets a shine, he punishes the wake up with that. I think that he's doing
There's nothing like very special here.
No,
he didn't jump read. But I think most of the onus is on, or like, Preeminent doing that get up attack, which got him grabbed. Let's see, he is not grabbing ledge, which is interesting.
Do you think that part of why he's not grabbing the edge is because he's confident he can just maintain stage control here?
That might be. I first thought because Preeminent was slightly above ledge, that he thought it would be more likely that he would do something else and that he could cover side B as well, by not instantly going to ledge after hitting him here.
I think you're.
So he doesn't get bamboozled.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, so I think that like with this situation, like the edge guarding of it, the dynamic here makes a lot of. I think what you're describing actually is like pretty on the money. So like, if I have to think about the option paths here, like we kind of have one option path that kind of like goes right to the edge, and that's like one outcome with the up B. And then the other option paths that are available for Preeminent here are like basically going forward and going up. Like, they're all like anything that isn't this, so like any of these outcomes like here, are basically being covered by Soonsay's on-stage positioning here. So like Soonsay is basically kind of conceding that he's okay with Preeminent grabbing the edge on this one outcome because he's covering the other like 99% of them.
Yeah, exactly. Every angle.
Yeah.
And even he's staying on before, after the double jump, even before the up B starts. And he's also like looking for insta side B, just short up putting a bit, which I think is like wanting to short up bear it or
I know what you're talking about. He was doing short hops in kind of this stance here, like this green thing I'm drawing. So like with that, if Preeminent comes in, then he just gets hit by Fox's boot, and then so then Preeminent has to do this, and then he's like covering so this is a good example of order operations. He's like short hop, like if we had to write out this process, it would be one short hop, deny illusion. Like, deny side B. Oh, wait, get rid of this.
Oops.
Oh, wait, side. Alright, whatever. Deny side B. And then with this checked off, then it's like, stay position for, position on stage. And then he still has, like, the 50-50. Positions for up B 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah, and he can grab ledge here, and he can stay on it. It's just like, the read. Pretty much 50-50.
I would like I think that this is a safe play. Like, to me, this is a very safe decision to stay on stage.
It's a safe play.
Yeah, and I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I've thought about this is a kind of an old school thing, or not old school, but it's a pretty an older strategy, jumping by ledge to make the other fox, because they're reacting to what you're doing, right? So if you full hop, often the fox will go into you because they see an opportunity to get in without having to go through ledge, which is something Soonsay might also be trying to like get out of these short ups.
I see I think I see what you're saying. So like what you're saying is that like him short hopping here is like it's
giving something like stimuli to Preeminent, who's looking at Soonsay.
See, and you see, and the way I look at it is that's why he up B's here. Because like the way that Preeminent reacts to that isn't so much that he's like trying to like go through him. He like recognizes correctly that like he can't.
Side B won't happen. Yeah.
So then he like takes the up B, and then what we notice here is like this is as soon as he up B's, that's kind of like when Soonsay stops.
Yeah.
Like he does one more, but then like stops here.
Yeah, ready to cover an angle. Sure.
And he wave dashes inward because I think he thinks that like because that's gonna outspace for all the other angles. One thing that I think that like goes understated here is, so by him wave dashing in on this angle, if he comes at him, he gets the up smash on like, so if he so he let's actually like
that's I haven't really thought about that. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good positioning trick for beating those uppies.
Yeah, so like if we expand on this with a new diagram real quick, like so here's the reason I love this. So if Preeminent goes directly at him, right, like moves like this way, goes full forward, Soonsay wave dashes here, he just has the cleanest up smash of all time on like any of these angles basically.
Right.
And then if he goes up here, then he has a running start for covering like the for covering these ones, which means he also might be able to get, because like he can have his running start from here and kind of like arc the jump like this, which also gives him like opportunities to like, he could potentially like he could like weak nair up smash on the survival DI here too. Like he has ways of closing the stock or like weak nair into like if they DI off here, like jump off shine. Like he has ways because he's giving himself the running start, which makes this way more deadly than back air.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so like he's also like not, even though he's accepting that there's like not an there's an outcome he's not covering, which is kind of like the advantage of the back air. Like if he had grabbed edge sooner, he could have probably done like the positional trap where you like cover this area and then they land, they go over you, then you cover the other ones. But he's accepted he's not taking that like full coverage line, so he's like making sure that the coverage he does have is like equipped with the strongest things possible. And I think that's like a really good savviness.
I've just been in this spot a million times and not really thought about wave dashing back like that to cover the uppy in and have better follow-ups on the higher angles as well. That's cool. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it doesn't have to be wave dash. Like, wave dash is, I think, his comfort zone, but, like, you could also dash. Like, you have to pivot the up smash, but, like, or smash turn jump cancel, but, like, that's doable. But, like, the idea here is that we're just creating, like, it's always... He's just making sure that, like, the things he has on the table are the most powerful things he has possible. Something that really stands out to me about Soonsay is that he hits smash attacks, like, a lot. Like, a lot. And I find that's, like, actually really good against Fox because it punishes his lightweight really effectively. Like, he doesn't fuck around with, like, you know, forward tilt on that edge guard. He's just like, forward smash, dunk you, you're gone. I also really respect him for taking this, like, secondary read with, like, this up throw, and then, like, the way he positions himself, like, and gets into, like, ASDI down position to, like, avoid, like, I don't know if he was, like, shine out of shieldable here. I don't think he, yeah, he could have been, but it's kind of awkward to combo off of that. He probably, like, Preeminent doesn't get anything, because he probably just, like, hits him across the platform and he's fine. So, like, this feels also like good defense and good awareness. So that he's not setting himself up for failure. And then I think that, he still gets the shine after anyway by, like, dropping through the platform. Like, he's willing to take knockdowns that don't lead to anything just to keep the other Fox from, like, setting up his game plan. And I think that's, like, really, really, really good.
Not letting Preeminent, like, get momentum off a combo there.
Yeah, because, like, it doesn't work out in the end. Like, Preeminent is still able to, like, get his footing, get his bearings, but, like, look at how annoying this is, right? Like, he has to win this mix-up, and, like, this could have easily backfired and gone really badly had, like, Soonsay, had Miles or Soonsay, like, played a little bit differently here. Like, imagine if he just blocks here on that up tilt, right? He's subjecting Preeminent to have to play, like, tons of mix-ups just to get anything done at all. And I think that's, like, really... that's really the mark of good neutral, right? Yeah. Good smash DI attempt. Interesting choice with the down tilt. I'm not sure I like that, but...
I probably wouldn't have down tilt. Probably just grab there. Then you have the back throw, up throw. You know. Take a read based on where you think they're going to DI.
The back throw tech chase.
Yep. The classic. It's a Soonsay thing now. Ooh.
Those shines. Those shines are so good. Like, so this shine to force the wake up, and then, like, just follow.
It's usually in that situation it's also like a tech trap or like tech lookout, so you just can't do anything.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you notice, like, he still finished on another smash attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he likes them.
He goes for power hits a lot. I think power hits are really... I think power hits, like, shines in the, like, shines where you can, like, knock them off in the corner. Smash attacks, like, they're actually very important versus Fox in general, because they're... You need to be able... Like, it's good... if you can get the set play combo, like your chain grab or tech chase or whatever down, like, that's all good. That's all fine and dandy. But at some point, you still have to kill him.
Yeah. That's a weird combo. I don't know. I don't know how much I like that.
No, I don't like that one either. Like, I agree with you. But I'm more interested in, like, how he's getting the hits.
Yeah, same.
So, like, let's look at this one. So this is a standard dash dance grab, but then afterwards he covers himself with his shine, then kind of, like, overshoots into, like, Preeminent trying to run away from him with his shine again. And I think that this is something that I think that, like, we can, like, kind of take things from. Then he starts, like, blocking off areas. Like, he's going for more grabs than I would like him to, but at the same time, like... I think overall I like what he's doing. With his I like overall what he's doing because he's willing to like cover himself with shine in these scrambles and mix up with like moving out, or just put up the wall when they're already in the scramble with him, you know? Like he's not doing many moves when people are far away from him.
No, which is good. I enjoy that. I've been there are like a couple of things I've been wanting to talk to you about, but one of them is drill. I've been using a lot less drill in all the matches I've played, basically, and or like approaching drill, and it's been going really well. Feel like I've been limiting myself a lot in using approaching drill because like versus at the point I'm getting to, it's just like if I'm approaching with it too often, then it just gets STI out of or shielded preemptively, or you know, whatever gets counterplayed, and not using it has forced me to become a little bit more creative.
Yeah, so I noticed that like in this, look at how little he goes for like standard short hop aerials, like standard approaching short hop aerials. Like almost all of his approaches are like running shines and stuff, or like there's just some kind of movement. Like, he's so much more willing to just, like... Unless he's in a good spot, like, he just doesn't seem that interested in going for, like, aerials in general.
Yeah. I think that it feels like the short up aerial that Preeminent did right there, it's kind of like a, more of a privileged thing that folks can do in other matchups. And versus himself, it's like usually not that worth it, because of how hard Fox punishes you off certain hits, right? Like the difference between a nair and a grab is 1,000,000%.
Yeah, and like even when he like, I think this was an accident personally. Like I think this fair was absolutely an accident. But even if he meant to like, even if that was supposed to be a nair or something, like.
Still good. I mean, it's still Sakurai angle, like.
Yeah, and actually, yeah. So, like, look at how he... Oh my god, like, this is, like, look at how he moves in. He, like, up tilts twice to move in, then just keeps going.
That's so weird. That looks like stuff I would do way back before I learned how to play the game. That's strange.
Well, he was in knockdown though, right? So, like, again, it's a little different. Like, so he gets this, like, counter hit shine, then wave dashes in twice, and times it so that he comes in after the wake up shine, right? So this could have hit him had he been, like, even a smidge faster. And then after getting that, then he, like, wave dashes into walk to get the momentum, turn around up tilts, and, like, keeps going. Like, he's not really, like... What I notice about him is that he's not really going for many boxing aerials until the opponent is, like, in a spot where it's good to box. And I think
right. He uses shine to get him into positions where he can start doing moves. It's like...
Yeah, because, like, even him, like, running away from these shines, right? Like, he has to back up into the corner. Once he confirms that, then this full hop drill makes a lot more sense.
Oh my god, this is cool. I'm liking this. That's interesting.
So I maybe like, and then it mixes up really well naturally with like, because the other approaches he does a lot of are, yeah, like I feel like with how, like I feel like he gets full hop drills and stuff like once the opponent is like playing around his stuff, but like he kind of waits until he knows that they're doing that. It reminds me kind of like how Sheik structured their games around their threats, and
right.
The other thing that I also noticed is, oh, that's dirty. What the heck?
Yo. Whoa.
There you go. He's so good. Okay, yeah. So this was like, what on earth am I watching?
That's crazy.
I can't believe that almost worked, too.
That...
Like, I can't believe he almost took that all the way. That's crazy.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, it's it reminds me of the Sheik, like... the grounded game until they have to start respecting your grounded options so much
This
that
mix-up?
you can start aerialing them. Is that what you're talking about? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like
yeah.
you're once you get like you use the shine, the grab, your down tilt, your up tilt, your up
Yeah.
smash, your run, like your fast dash dance, your run, your shield, all of like those components are used to kind of like push people around. And then when they're in the spots where they have to like kind of defend themselves against all these things, that's when you
Yeah.
start going for the aerials and boxing them out. But
Right,
this,
but they have to, like, for example, like Preeminent is doing nair out of corner or whatever. Then you can place the drill or the back air, and they quote unquote have to run into it.
this
As
conversion
opposed to hoping that they will run into it in neutral.
This conversion as well, something I'm noticing that he does really well, is just how he looks for like high percent kill.
Holy shit!
Like this was obviously he should have obviously he's supposed to up smash this, but like
Yeah.
that's so sick. Like the setup is so fire.
What?
Like he's just kind of like using his so I think like the big takeaway here that I'm noticing, like his willingness to drill to cover the miss tech and tech in place and like align it with his opponent's like landing is like super good, because this hits all the other tech options. It misses on the tech roll because of how he tucks his body in, and then he just gets to grab anyway. That's so good. So yeah, like let's actually watch. This is so cool. So he up throws him here. Like I want to diagram this one. So like this one is this is just sick.
Yeah, because this is usually not a great position. Mostly because like up air won't combo into another up air, and usually here, personally, I would probably try to like get back air and just try to get an edge guard, like arc over back air. Or try to get a grab on, but I think
so like the idea is
drill is really interesting.
Yeah, because the idea is that like drill, we're hitting like with how he's lined up his body. Like this is the opening. This is I think the 6th frame of tech roll. So he's timing himself to hit tech tech in place on the 21 to 26 opening, and then this would also hit no tech on that same opening as well. So, because no tech has 26 frames to duration. So the idea is that we're hitting this window here, and then we're still able to grab him for rolling here. So this area would be covered by this area over here is covered by grab, and I'm guessing that the same idea is that like over here it's also covered by grab or up smash. Like that's really grab or up smash.
Yeah, that's interesting. It does remind me of the up air onto plat, and then you grab or you can grab the tech rolls. But I like the drill because up air here doesn't give you anything really. Might give you up air back air, but that's not kill, and you can get kill here off the drill or up smash.
Yeah,
it's exactly.
Really cool. Yeah, and on the note of tech chasing, so something I was talking about with another learner, Harsha, is just like what window we're going for with tech chasing. And there's something that like it doesn't really work here, but like when it comes up I'll point it out. But basically what we were talking about was how you can kind of like aim to hit the end of the tech window or the beginning of the tech window. So the idea is that like you can like up air to cover where they land, and that hits the miss tech and pops them up. Or what you can do is an alternate, and then if you do that, then you can then shine them out of the vulnerability frames. So how this would work would be like, he goes for it again. That's interesting, because like that does work, and it would give him a grab if he does it properly. Oh, that's sick.
Oh. So absolutely abusing the survival DI.
And the thing here is, what I love is how he outranges this. I love how he outranges this up tilt.
Yeah.
Like that's just like perfect that's just perfect spacing. Like Like, this, to me, is, like, another position that people often get wrong in this matchup. I think that, like, what do you think about looking for... Because he, like, keeps more on the ground, he's able to play ground game more effectively and work in longer dashes. Like, he's not working with, like, a small... just, like, dash jump increments or, like, the standard dash dance. He has, like, access to run. So my thinking is that, like, this down tilt's really good because... If Preeminent jumps over him and tries to back air, like, he's gonna probably get true crouch cancel online because he has to jump up and then fall on him, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. Like, there's a good chance he has this, but then, like, just with how the hitboxes, like, line up, like, the up tilt hitting, like, here, back air hitting here and coming down, like, this seems so savvy. Because it just outranges all of, like, the things Preeminent wants to do here just by, like, a smidge. And that's really all it takes here. And then, like, yeah, like, what else can Preeminent do that, like, contests this down tilt? I don't think he has anything. I don't think he has...
What can you do to contest the down tilt?
Like, you can jump around it, sure. But, like, you have so little space.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he can contest it with a move, really. I think he should just, like, wave land to plat or something.
Yeah, he has to play here or go up and, like, play up here. Like, that's what he has to do. That sucks. Like, this is so, like... I think that, like, getting into, like, the spot where you outrange the other Fox, especially when you're both facing the same direction, like, that's so strong. And look at how much he gets off of this.
It's kill, right?
And then he's been, like, covering the higher positions this entire time, so then he finally just decides to call it out and says, okay, lights out. Beautiful play. So what I think here is we have an emphasis on solid hits. We have a higher emphasis on solid hits. We have a higher emphasis on ground game. My god, I just went forward, like, a bit and he was already dead. Like... We have an emphasis on higher on, like, like, he doesn't really, like, kind of go for anything too fancy in neutral until the opponent's in a spot where he can go for something kind of fancy. Like, he doesn't really go for, like, look at how he's just moving around the platforms. You see what I mean?
Yeah. He's just, like, doing nothing. Kinda. But also a lot at the same time. It's very interesting compared to how most people play this matchup.
Yeah, because most people are, like,
because if you look at, like, Preeminent, it's a lot of aerials and moves and short, like, burst options, but Soonsay is just I'm really impressed by this by the grounded movement sort of approach. And my main takeaway here is just that, like, playing safe, uncommittal ground game until you get into a good position is really strong.
I love that takeaway. And I would also add that, like, the solid hits improve your, like, ability to use these, like, DI manipulation style combos. So, like, look at how much he gets off of this, right? Because this is, like, not an easy grab to work with here. But look at what he...
No, what?
Like, he could have easily killed off that, like, with, like, some...
That's a lot to get off of that throw. Usually you just get, like, nair.
Yeah. But the extra 25 damage definitely mattered because then he, like, closes it with an up smash, like, a couple seconds later. So, like, it's adding up. I think that's one of the things that this is one of the things that's always been impressive to me about Miles. I think that the the meta style of Fox, like the Cody style, kind of, like, emerged. What Preeminent does, it kind of emerged as a response to Marth and Sheik. Like Marth, Sheik, Falco, Falcon, like his like the top tiers that keep up with him that are not Fox, basically. Because, like, the full hop is, you want to full hop against those. You want to, like, outspace their footsie tools. You kind of, like, want to do, like, a blend of undershooting and whiff punishing in the same play. And that's really what the Cody style offers you. But when it comes to the Fox mirror, like, Foxes are kind of their own beast. like, you don't really need to, like, do as much in them in terms of neutral because he's got so many ways of, like, dealing with himself. So I think that Soonsay's kind of onto something. And I mean, like, he's beaten the literal best Fox. He's beaten all the literal best Fox players. So I feel like... Yeah, there's definitely something to this playstyle. So with what we've looked at here, how do you feel about popping on some unranked and seeing what we can do against the Foxes there?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, perfect.
Just find some Foxes.
Perfect. Let's just finish this match on 1 speed. Let's make sure we don't miss anything. But so far, I think that we're going to just have more of the same, but we'll just, it's a minute.
I mean, I've already been working on running shine game for whiff punishing because of what we talked about.
Mm-hmm. So this is like an expansion.
Whiff punishing with other moves. Yeah, this is an expansion of it, and it's a better way to structure my play around that. Because the knockdowns is not very easy to get, like, true follow-ups of those. Oh!
He's, like, in his head the entire time. And I really like these drills and, like, how he just goes up and follows him along, like, easily. Like, I really like that he's willing to just, like, play mix-ups and, like, make preeminent, like, flinch or choke. Because, like, I think that's where a lot of power comes from when you're playing a character with such a vast kit of, like... With such a big bag of tricks, like, it really does help to just use your entire, like, to use your entire bag of tricks, but, like, well. He's so good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, I really wanted to believe in the Moki run, but when I was, like, thinking about it afterwards, I was like, man, Soonsay's such a tough opponent. Like, he probably would have been... It probably would have unironically been easier if he had gotten Mango into Jmook. Sorry, but, like, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. I've sauced you my spectator code. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Oh, and are you broadcasting right now or no?
1 second.
No worries, no worries. I was so close to making it out of pools.
Yeah, I saw you were,
Last stock,
you had a little nice run.
Yeah, last stock, last hit with a PR Marth player.
Yeah, liquid, right?
Yeah. Like, he's good. He's pretty good. Like, he's top, like, he's got it into bracket at, like, pounds and stuff and other stuff. He's very, very solid. And I was like, dang it, Chris, I will defeat you. And then he was like, no. And I was like, ah, true.
That's how it is. Second. Oh.
Do we have a problem?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, that sounds really stupid. I accidentally deleted my melee ISO earlier, and now I got a new one, and it's not fully working.
Oh, so, like, okay, like, how is it not working? What's the error message?
It's on Sleepy's end. It says unknown ISO.
Oh, okay, so is Sleepy not working at all?
Sleepy's working, but the ISO isn't.
So, like, if you go to play, will it let you play?
No.
So it says unknown ISO.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Let me do a quick thingy. Unknown ISO. What is the like? Show me your screen. Let me see the exact error message real quick.
Well, there's no error when trying to launch it. It just doesn't work. But I have
Like, does the ISO show up in the like
yeah,
games?
it shows up.
Okay. So configure Dolphin. Let me take a look. And sure. Okay, unknown question mark. What if you do select? Like, what if you do select? Can you just like can you just reroute it?
Like reselect it.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Because yeah, if it's not showing valid, then
Verifying. Yeah, it's not verifying it.
okay, we know it's there.
Yeah.
What if we move the file to this? What if we just move the file to like something else?
That might be.
Like it's on your D drive, so what if we put it on your C drive? Is there space there?
Yeah, there's space.
Yeah, let's try doing that. Because if it's on a D drive, maybe it needs like because is Slippy installed in your C or D drive?
Slippy's on my I think Slippy's on my C drive.
Yeah, let's just try to have them on the same drive, and maybe that'll resolve it.
Yeah. No, it's still unknown. Weird.
1 second. I wonder how much I can transfer over this with this. And is it just like you need what version of Slippy do you like? Version of the game do you need?
It's just NTC 1.02.
Okay.
Standard.
Okay, give me a second. Maybe I can give you maybe I can get you mine. Blah 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 blah. SSBM, cool. Where's the thing? ISO. Cause yeah, I think that this is the type of thing that we need to see you in like. I think this is the type of thing where we need to kind of see you against opponents so we can like try this out. Because we want to, we need to be able to troubleshoot it in real time a little bit. So
yeah,
let's see here. Sort name. Where is ISO? Okay, so here it is. So copy. I wonder if this will work. Oh, 500 MB. Dang it. Because I have one that's working on my end. I have one that's working just fine on my end.
Yeah, I'm downloading another one. It shouldn't take too long.
Sure. So, let's talk about like how he's doing. Let's talk about, while it's downloading. Let's talk a bit about how he's doing this. And actually, maybe we can play him and Cody just while it's happening. Let's do Cody versus Soonsay. This was like one heck of an upset when this happened. Because I feel like granted Cody throws this game by like dropping it at the end. But I am curious like to see like I think he just actually straight up kills himself, but like straight up kills himself, like runs off the stage or something, like has the win basically. But I'm wondering if Soonsay does anything to like try to like come back here, or if it is just Cody like goofs. Cody backs up further than Soonsay does. Well, that's something that I'm thinking he does. So like, take a look at like what he does after this back air shine. I feel like he runs like really far inward. Like he kind of like gives Soonsay a lot of space. And I feel like Soonsay would have stayed closer. I think he would have stayed more like here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is a lot of space. That seems kind of scary because your pressure is kind of gone.
Yeah, so maybe this is another thing that we can like take, because like Soonsay like plays well, like kind of like messes him up. How's that download coming, by the way?
It's coming good.
Okay.
It's being fast.
Okay, let me know when it's done, because I do want to like focus on the practical side today.
Yeah, for sure. Practical stuff is always key.
Absolutely. So, like, you see what I mean? But, like, Soonsay kind of, like, keeps, like, closer to him. And I guess that, like, it kind of... Maybe this is... Oh, that was dirty. That was disgusting. He's really good at comboing off of, like, shines, I'm noticing. Like, actually getting combos off them. I feel like...
Yeah. Which is one of the hardest things, I feel like, for in the Ditto. Just actually getting proper. I mean, I think even like versus Falco, I do it way more. Like pseudo tech chase stuff off shine.
I think part of why it's like hard is because of how fast Fox's fall speed acceleration is. Like on this one, what I think the reason this works, I think, is because this is a knockback stacking combo. I think. Like
that's knockback stacking for sure.
Like
and also the corner hit of shine pops up more than any other hit.
Okay, cool. So like it's a combination. It's a combination of things, but like
hitting shine the correct place and also the knockback stacking. Interesting.
The other thing that I like about him is, believe it or not, I really like this drill.
Really?
Yeah, because it's shield pokes.
I mean, yeah, it is shield pokes, but to me, intuitively, I wouldn't, necessarily read that would shield poke or like. It seems like it's a bit of a risky option there. It
is, but here's my thinking. So because of where he is on the platform, we're gonna get like almost the entire drill into his shield. Because he can rise up with it, and then like the drill comes out, and because of the hang time at the peak of our jump, we're gonna get the full hitbox, like every single hit of the drill into his shield, which I think tremendously increases the odds of this poke happening.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. I just think that is a very scary option to go for.
Oh, it's terrifying. Like, absolutely. Like, but I think it's like I think what makes that impressive is he sees through how scary the option is and is willing to just like do it anyway because it makes sense in the situation based on where his opponent is and what he has, what their damage is. Like, even though it's scary to go for, it's still the right play, I think, or one of the right plays. And it's a right play that a lot of people, I think, wouldn't think about, and it allows him to have to represent an early attack timing, which is also really, really, really powerful in the mirror, because a lot of times it's just like, because of how good Fox's like shine out of shield is, so much is structured around like the high-low game, but there Soonsay is saying that like I can kind of cheat and get both. Like, I can cheat and, like, beat your hold shield option with an early option, which is normally not supposed to be possible.
Normally, that just loses, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because the idea is, like, you hold or you attack. And if it's, like, an early aerial attacking is bad, but if it's, like, if you hold, then, like, then they late aerial, then, you're also in hot water. So, like, with Soonsay finding an early aerial that like allows him to like apply more pressure, I think that's going to make Cody's like platform position way more uncomfortable. It's kind of like being able to full hop with like the up air shield, with like the short up air with shield poke in a way. Like, and that's scary. Yeah. That's so sick.
That is scary because that's interesting. I find it interesting, but I also think if I tried to go for that drill, I would just get shield grabbed.
If you shield poke them.
Not if I shield poke them. But I don't know.
I don't know either. But
I know there's no like. I mean, that's the thing. Like, You said like melee essentialism, sort of like, oh, he has to be doing something, so much better than everyone else. I don't necessarily think so, but I still think it's like it's an option that is a little bit too scary for me.
That's okay. That's okay. I think the main thing here I want to point out is look at how much like my whole thing was Cody is going to look more uncomfortable on the platforms, right? Yeah. That was like my entire point. This does not look comfortable. Like what he is like he's holding block and has been holding block for like 5 seconds like near the platforms. That does not look like comfortable Cody.
No, comfortable Cody is fucking.
Like he just got smothered, and I feel like he's just not sure what to do in that position as much. Like his confidence has taken a bit of a hit.
Yeah.
And you know what? I might be reading too far into it. Totally possible, but like, yeah, I really think that like when we represent a larger breadth of our offensive options, like in our power, when we're in positions where we can capitalize, we have more. Think of it this way. What makes Sheik powerful? It's that you have to look out for like so many things, right? She's got her dash attack, she's got her boost grab. When you get closer, you've got her fair, you've got her like forward tilt, you've got her air needles, you've got her grab, you've got her down tilt, you've got her up tilt, you've got her back air. Like she just has like a Swiss Army knife of like ways to kill you at all times. What Soonsay is doing is, normally a lot of Foxes in this matchup become hyper streamlined, but he's willing to represent a ton of different threats in a ton of different positions, all from these like root positions. And because of that, and because he's willing to mix them up smartly, like it just looks so hard to defend against him. Like look at this like openings, look at these 2 opening stocks, and then let's see if we can get you in some games.
Yeah.
So like look at like
I'm almost done.
Perfect. So, like, look at what he does when he gets the hit. Again, we've got that smash attack because he's just like, yeah, panic side B, go ahead. And the thing is, like, even if, like, it's pretty good versus the shortens too, though, because of how it hangs over the stage. So it's not like it's covering, like, the double drill there. Like this. This is dirty. Because he jumped over the down tilt counter hit, too.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like he's.
Yeah, I enjoy I like the side B, or the F smash versus side B. That reminds me of what people used to do back in the day, like just reading side B with F smash, where you also get the hang under, like you kind of snipe under by ledge.
And I think that like. I noticed that like Cody basically never Cody and Leffen basically don't go for those options. Neither does Moki really. But Soonsay is willing to Soonsay, I think really one of the best things about him is he's willing to just take a power hit if the power hit is convenient. Cuz it also like helps like limit how much like it helps limit there's that setup we were talking about too. Right? Where he like kind of outspaced the vertical the go forward option. With the up B, and if they go forward, then he has running momentum or like back jump momentum when he's like pushing them towards the edge. It makes it so much easier for you to like do corner carry. Like he's so clean on some of these really important positions. And they're little things, like it's just like he moved back in a spot, or like he went for like a more powerful hit than what would normally like be like perfect coverage. But the idea is that like if he gets the thing he's looking for, the opponent just dies. So, and like what he's looking for covers like 75% of the outcomes, or like 80% of the outcomes. So it's just, or all but one of the outcomes. So it's. I think there's something to this kind of like more controlled, like it's a very controlled approach, but it's also like kind of like he kind of goes off too when he's like winning as well.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's watch some Fox games.
It didn't take too long.
All right, do you have my code? Is it working?
Yes, I have put in your code.
Perfect. I'm refreshing. I can see. Let's get cooking.
Okay, let's see if I can find a Fox.
In a timely fashion. We have 9 minutes. We got this.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Let's get that bread.
Hopefully, first opponent will be a fox, but
Let's get that bread.
Bowser.
No, we're getting out of here.
I'm sorry, man. That's someone I know. I'm not doing that.
If it's someone you know, just tell them you were in a lesson.
Yeah.
Or ask them to go fox.
I also think quitting out on Bowser is the most understandable.
Yeah, he's not a real character. Falco's fine. Falco will try to make this work. We'll make this work insofar that we know we have to full hop when he's doing laser stance. Like, that's fine. So how does this feel so far?
I'm just kind of shining and dashing. It feels nice.
And we remember
I'm just. Yeah.
No, he does go for up smashes and grabs too. Like, we don't have to limit ourselves to just like shines. But yeah, shines are like usually the big thing. And he's yeah. Oh my god. We're creating a monster. And I'm here for it. Like, so no, but like the thing is, so the way that you beat like running shine, it makes sense though. So like the way that you would beat running shine is you would put up like an undershoot, right? Like you would like beat him to the punch.
Yeah, you would like if they're in place or full hop.
And then like
something.
And then like okay, yeah. So like what he did, like sidestep is also would count kind of. And like what is up smash and like grab and like dash dancing like really good against. So I think the trick here is we find the distance where like we can dash dance to punish the other options, but like we need to be able to like also running shine if they stay in place. That's I think the trick.
I almost hit the conversion.
I saw that.
The back throw textures.
God, Soonsay is so good. Like I feel like I'm learning to appreciate so many of the things about like how he structures his play from like this session. And
I did not have as much of a admiration as I do now.
And like the thing is, it's crazy to say that because he just got third at Gommel and he's been doing well like all year. So it's like, like he did really well last year too. So it's also like, obviously he's doing something good, but I think that this just goes to show like how important the minutia is. Okay. So he's shooting us with lasers, it's fine. Like,
yeah. I'm trying to kinda ignore the fact that it's Falco, just for learning's sake.
Cool. So that would have been a time where we could have done the Soonsay thing and like roll and like move inward too, like to outspace the Firebird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What this really shows me, though, is, like, there's so many ways to structure a dash dance in a really good way.
Yeah.
And it also, like, man, my god is, like, Miles good at just, like, dancing.
Dancing. Let's see.
I think when I have my next session with Moki, I might talk with him about some of these concepts. Like, in a different way, but, like, because, again, you and him are different players. But, like, I think that there's ideas here that can definitely, like, be helpful for him, too, in terms of, like, getting his, like, Fox Ditto game back up to, like, where it used to be. Because I feel like if we take his punish game and put it on, like, his, like, crazy punish game and scrapping skills and attach it to this dash dance, like, that's going to be, like, devastating. Don't neglect your other moves. Up smash and grab are both good, too. I love that you went for that. Oh my god. They're just bullying him. I love it. And you can see, like, the value, I think, against Falco especially, of, like, just getting the knockdown and, like, even if you don't get the conversion, just chasing him and using it as a way to, like, push him out of positions. Because then, like, once it's hard for him to set up, like, what does he do, right?
Yeah.
He's just flailing around as a worse version of you. Oh, let's go.
Ooh, almost.
Almost had it, yo.
Oh! That's sick.
This is like, these are the fun sessions, I think. Where you're just like learning things and styling on each other. Like, this is melee. This is fun melee.
This is also someone I know.
Let's go.
He's a really good box Luigi man. One of the few box Luigis.
Box
I like
Luigi.
that. Yeah, it's really weird. I like that where I got him into corner and then just stand there outside his immediate range with up tilt.
Oh yeah, no, that was dirty. Like that there too was like. I really I you know, when I think about like where your playstyle started and where it is now, like it's so night and day. Yeah. I don't know if you agree, but for me it's just like you look so much more confident, you look so much more composed, you look more complete. Like it's just I love seeing you play.
Yeah, this is something else though. This is on another level.
Okay, but to be fair, you had the same reaction when we taught you about shield pressure. So like
You're right.
Like
but I have been like the shield pressure has been something that's stuck with me to the point where I'm like not as afraid of shield anymore. 100%.
I love that makes me so happy to hear because like oh my god, the movement around him when he came up, like that was sick. And yeah, like once the shines have pinned him, I love how you're going for things. Like even if you died there, like everything about how you maneuvered him into position was just like fire. Okay. After this game, I am sadly going to have to go because I have somebody right at 4, but this was lovely. The session will be uploaded within a couple days, and I'm finally getting those under control. And yeah, keep up, like enjoy this.
Nice.
Keep up the great work, and the next time you're playing on that, you know, in your bi-weekly, send me the link. I'd love to take a look at it.
100%. Okay.
Okay.
See ya.
No. We don't have time to finish the match.
Watch the game. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna like this is recording. The Toffee can wait. He's a Link player. He's gonna make me wait anyway. But this feels good. This feels strong.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh my god, you're going crazy. Alright, Rich, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for letting me get to watch that. And, yeah, till next time, and let's stay in touch.
Stay in touch. See ya.